Welcome back, friends, to video 10 of week 12. In this week, we'll discuss about global collaboration models in forensic linguistics. Today, we'll step into the global landscape of forensic linguistics. Friends, it is said that crime travels faster than the law, and the language travels even faster. And that's why cyber threats move across continents within seconds. Extremist narratives jump from one platform to another, from one culture to another. Fraud scripts circulate globally. And this means no single country can manage linguistic threats alone. Collaborations is no longer optional, it is essential for justice. Friends, different countries interpret language differently. If we look at the threats, insults, persuasions, strategies, and cultural metaphors, all vary across regions. When cybercrimes cross borders, investigators must understand these nuances together. Shared framework allow consistent authorship analysis, unified threat classification standards, cross-border linguistic corpora, and shared training protocols. This global alignment strengthens each country's investigative capacity. Friends, Interpol and Europol are the pioneers of linguistic intelligence sharing. They have already started incorporating linguistics indicators into cross-border phishing analysis, linguistic threat modeling, and child exploitation investigations. Europol's Internet Referral Unit studies extremist language across European languages. Interpol collaborates with multiple nations to compare linguistic patterns in cyber fraud. These collaborative models foster a stronger international network in forensic linguistics. The United Nations recognizes that linguistic rights influence access to justice, refugee protection, and fair trials. International agencies rely on linguistics for asylum interviews, war crime testimonies, and cross-cultural communication disputes. This expanding role motivates the UN to encourage nations to build forensic linguistic capacity, particularly in multilingual societies. Ethics and fairness become the foundation of global collaboration. Friends, global research networks, when it comes to sharing corpora, tools, and methodologies, these can facilitate multilingual authorship databases, cross-cultural deception studies, collaborative threat corpora, and shared stylometric tools. Projects such as the International Corpus of Cybercrime Messages and cross-national code-switching research empower investigators with richer datasets. These collaborations help countries learn from each other's linguistic patterns and cybercrime trends. Universities around the world form consortia of standardized forensic linguistic education and training. These include joint PhD programs, linguistic forensic workshops, cross-border internship, and global conferences. Academic networks nurture innovation, refine methodologies, and encourage comparative studies across cultures. They serve as intellectual backbone of global collaboration. Friends, different legal systems interpret linguistic evidence differently. Some countries allow extensive expert testimony, others rely more on documents. Global harmonization ensures that linguistic evidence meets admissibility standards, follow clear methodology, upholds ethical practices, and avoids cultural misinterpretation. Friends, shared frameworks allow courts to trust linguistic evidence from other jurisdictions when handling cross-border cases. When it comes to cybercrime investigations, international cooperation is no longer optional, it is a must. Cybercrime syndicates operate globally. A scammer in country A may send phishing messages using servers in country B, targeting victims in country C. This demands shared linguistic threat intelligence, joint investigations, standard metadata protocols, shared behavior patterns. Linguistic collaboration strengthens attribution and supports coordinated takedowns of cyber networks. And that's why joint training programs are required for preparing investigators for multilingual realities. Friends, nations increasingly send officers abroad for linguistic training. Joint programs includes multilingual interrogation techniques, digital discourse analysis, authorship identification, hate speech interpretation, and many more. These harmonizes investigative skills globally. When investigators share a common language of methodology, collaboration becomes seamless. It is very evident that technology bridges the gap. What we need is NLP tools for global collaborations. NLP tools enable global cooperation by providing cross-language translation assistance, pattern recognition across dialects, authorship comparisons APIs, linguistic visualizations dashboards. Friends, technology makes linguistic intelligence scalable and accessible. But human expert interpretation remains the anchor of accuracy. What can be the India's role in the global collaboration landscape? Friends, India's linguistic diversity positions it uniquely. Indian experts can contribute insights into code mixed digital discourse. They can help for multilingual threat patterns. They can assist for regional deception strategies. And they can definitely contribute for translation accuracy frameworks. With the establishment of advanced forensic institutes like NFSU, India can become a global hub for forensic linguistic training, research, and international cooperation. The vision for 2035, a global forensic linguistic alliance. The next decade may witness a global linguistic evidence registry, collaborative authorship analysis systems, international ethical standards, shared threat corpora, annual global linguistic intelligence summits. Friends, this alliance will redefine how nations respond to crime in borderless digital world. I believe that collaboration is the future of justice. Because collaboration is not merely a strategy, it is the future of forensic linguistics. No single nation can understand every dialect, every persuasion strategy, or every cyber threat. But together, with shared knowledge and unified frameworks, justice becomes stronger and more resilient. And this is what we look for, very optimistically. Friends, I am very much grateful to you for being with me on this journey for this video. In the next session, we will explore how emerging technologies like blockchain, quantum computing, a hyper-realistic AI will influence linguistic evidence and forensic frameworks. Until I catch you in the next video, stay tuned with the course. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.